Hello, Just Too Good here, back on a review. Today I'm reviewing the LEGO Elves The Water Dragon Adventure Set. It has one mini doll, 212 pieces, and it retails for $20 in the United States. Let's take a look at Naida, who's included in the set. So here is Naida, and she has a nice little printed kind of map right here, which shows the new castle sets in summer 2016. And then you got this little accessory right here. I love her hairpiece, but I loved it last year. And I believe the only new part of this one is her torso print, which has a little bit of an update, which has some really cool colors. And here are all the builds of the set, and let's take a look at the water dragon first. So the water dragon's name is Marina, and I like the colors and everything. I don't know if I like the face so much, because they do use this new head mold all throughout these new dragons. I'm not a sucker for molded heads for dragons, especially when they were in the Ninjago line, and I don't know if these are much of an improvement, but I'm sure kids will like it in the target demographic. But you can open up the mouth as you'd like, but it's a little bit harder because you got to kind of like put your fingers deep in there. Don't quote me out of context with that one. And then you can see that there's a little bit of space in there, and they actually fit like a little bit of a stream of water coming out to maybe illustrate like your the idea that there's maybe it's spitting some water or anything like that, or maybe some blue fire. You can easily close that, but behind there it looks kind of awkward with the attachment where they use a mini ball joint, which that's kind of okay, but like there's no way to really cover up this small section right here, and the neck just ends up looking awkward in my opinion. Either way, I do like how the neck kind of matches the color of the belly. I think that kind of gives it a little bit of a better look, and elevates it off of that awkward look, but it still looks a little bit odd. You do have space for one mini doll sitting down, and there's actually a printed piece right there, and that's just a 1x1 circular tile. And then you can just put your mini doll right here, Naida, and she fits on there perfectly. There's a lot of stickered parts you can see all throughout the tail, and the tail is all on these separate ball joints, so you can position that any way that you'd like. And at the end of the tail, they kind of attach these little wing pieces, and they're in this purple color, which is really nice. We have gotten those in that color before, but it is still nice to see them because I remember they were in the Chima line in that color. I saw a lot of people complaining about the eyes and the face of the dragon, but I actually don't mind that design. I think it fits with the Elves line pretty well. I just really mind the design of the molded head because it's hard to open and it looks a little bit odd for me as an adult collector, but I think kids will like it. Let's take a look at those wings. You can see that the wings have some really nice kind of coloring to them. They're multicolored, and they kind of start off with this nice azure color, and then they kind of blend into this nice translucent purple color. What's really cool is you actually get an extra wing altogether as a spare piece. And I do like how they kind of encrusted these little gems onto here. You just kind of stick them in there, and they're this nice pink color. There's also 4 legs, which are also on ball joints, and I don't know, maybe the legs are a little bit too small. I do like how they have differences between the front legs and the hind legs, because it gives it a nice look. But you can position the legs either way you'd like, because they're on a ball joint right there, and then there's a ball joint at the tip right here, and you can see there's another sticker. So you can maybe position it flying like this, and there's really some different ways you can pose it and everything like that. And I actually like it more when it's flying than when it's sitting down, because I just think the dragon looks better overall. But either way, that's really it for Naida's dragon. And one last thing I forgot to mention was I really like the top of the head right here, even though I don't really like the head mold, because what they use are the little, I think these were like cattle horns, and they use 2 of those. And then they use a flipper in one of the most clever ways, where it's kind of like the end spike of the head. And it looks really cool like that. I like how they use that purple slipper. They actually tip it off with a little bow right there. And you can see the underside of a dragon, which doesn't really look that bad. And yeah, that's really it for the water dragon. And now let's go on to the other builds. I usually like the side builds of the Elves line. And yeah, I like this one a lot too. I mean, they're usually nature scenes, nothing really recognizable or anything like that, but just add-ons to your LEGO Elves layout or whatever. And this one looks really nice. I like the eclectic colors on here. You got a nice kind of pink branch up here, which is really cool. Some lime branches. Lots of nice translucent purple gems, which I wanted a lot back in the day, and I could never get it. And you got 3 of them in this set, which is really cool. Also, you had some side builds. For example, there's this little lily pad right here, which, I mean, it's sad that you can't really put this anywhere on the actual side build, but it kind of looks like it's floating in the water, and I like that build. And you got 2 little ammunitions right here. Now, the ammunition's used for this little catapult where you would just put it in there. Nice to get that in azure, kind of, because I don't remember getting that in really much other colors than brown. You just push down on that, and it kind of flings it out. So you get 2 of those, which is pretty nice. And you got this little printed tile, which is the moss nest. That comes in a few of the other sets, but I really do like that. I like getting this little heart right here in a translucent blue, which we have. I don't know if we've gotten that before in that color. I just know I have a lot of them in frickin' pink. And you also get a nice translucent minifigure head in lime. So that's cool. A shell is also included. So you can see there's always lots of nice pieces on these side builds. And inside the little shell or the clam, you got this nice little star. Other than that, the actual build itself isn't so interesting. I mean, it's like a little bit of a waterfall, but it just looks cool when you put it like against a lot of the other side builds for LEGO Elf sets. There's also a little brush, and there's actually a secret hidden, which you just kind of lift up that part. And inside there's supposed to be these little binoculars in this kind of pearl gold color. So I don't know really how that plays into the story, but it looks nice nonetheless. And the box itself, $20 box size, looks okay. And here's the instruction booklet. On the back, you got nice little advertisements and everything like that. So overall, the water dragon is pretty good. I think a lot of kids will like this, and that's what the set's meant for, kids. But I always like it how they edge it out for adults too, because you got lots of nice pieces, especially with the side build right here. But within the dragon, I mean, I don't know if a lot of adults will like the dragon. I'm kind of like, I like everything but the head. I think the rest is really cool. I like the size and everything, except I just don't like the head area, I guess, because I really don't like the neck either. But there's really nothing we could do to overcome that little, how weird the neck looks. But either way, I'll rate this set a B+. I think it's a good value for $20. It's lots of nice pieces. And the dragon's a pretty cool build and everything like that. Maybe you'd probably not put the stickers and put your own brick-built head or something like that. But that'll be easy for adult collectors to do. Either way, that's really it for this review. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.